Hi, it's Kim from Be Your Own Graphic Designer and a Canva champion, soon to be known as a Canvassador. A few months ago, I demonstrated some apps from CanBox, which are very simple but really useful. And now I'm going to demonstrate 3 more apps from CanBox. These are CanGrid, CanWave, and CanBorder. Let me go to my screen and show you how you can use these. From your home screen, you can find your apps under the Apps area on your left. And here you'll find all the different apps that are available. And there are loads of new ones now. I'm going to start with CanWave. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to use it in a new design. I'll use the square Instagram post as always, because that gives you the best visibility. And let me click on that. Because we came directly from the home page, it will come up straight away on your design screen. CanWave, you can see you've got different options. If you follow the preview, solid one, a gradient version, which is always a really nice effect, or a line version. And then you can change the shape of it. So you can have it curved, or you can have it pointy. And then you can adjust the number of layers. You can go from 1 layer all the way up to 5. Do the curved version, and let's make it solid so you can see it differently. And we'll go down from 5. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and just 1 wave. And I just think that really softens the design and creates an interesting effect. So that's your design and layers. You then can choose your color. I'm going to do a blue. Seems appropriate for waves. And then you can have color variation. The color variation makes a difference in terms of how you see the color fading going up and down. That's a much deeper color and deeper again. That's too dark, you almost lose the waves. Let's go to here. We'll put 125 seems a nice setting. That's your color variation, the complexity gauge. So this is 3, making it more wavy. Go back down. And they're almost, if you go to the bottom end of complexity, so between the 1s and 2s, they're all very simple curves rather than waves. I'm going to go to 6 because that looks very much like the sea or the ocean. And then the other thing you can do, I'm going to reduce the size of my screen so you can see it, is you can vary the height. You can see now my waves are now becoming less turbulent. Now they're flat lines. And now they're becoming much more turbulent. I can generate it again, or now I can just add it to my design. Let's add it to the design and see what we get. But this is our wave effect. Because actually it really does look like waves. I'm not going to make anything more than that, but I'm going to add a page. And I'm now going to find one of the other CanBox apps that I wanted to show you. And we'll go here, and I'm going to go CanBorder. CanBorder's there. I will put a link below this video to CanBlob and CanSquircle. And this is the CanBorder app. So I'm going to click on that one. This is a very quick way of adding a border to a design. And you have 2 options of border type. You have a solid, which is there, or you have the dashed one. And you can change the color. Go back closer to a Be Your Own Graphic Designer blue. And you can change the margin. So it can be smaller or larger. You can change the border thickness, which is really useful. So if you want something very pronounced, you can have that. And then you have some advanced settings. If you click on those, you'll be able to see corner roundness. You can make your corner squarer. I'm a lover of round corners. Having the option to have round corners is really good. And it doesn't completely lose that border effect. It doesn't just go into a blob. I'm not going to have it quite that wide. And you can change the width and the height according to pixels. But I want to make this to fill out my Instagram post shape, which is 1080 by 1080. And your Canva designs always do give you your pixel sizes. Let's move it to 1000. This is quicker than going up 1 by 1. I'm not going to blur it, but you have that option. But you can hide any of the 4 borders. And I'm now going to add that to my design. I can stretch it a bit further if I want to. And that's create an instant border. I can put text or an image into that box, no problem. That's how easy CanBorder is to use. Let's add another page and go to the third of these CanBox apps. And again, I'll go into apps and I'm going to put in CanGrid. We'll click on that, open this, and here's your grid. You have a square grid. You can change it to dots, triangles, little squares, diamond shapes, pluses. That's very nice and easy. Again, we'll change this into blue. Here you can see it's got 5 rows and 5 columns, and it's very easy to change it. 6 rows, 6 columns. So I've just made that very simple change. And I'm going to do diamond shapes. And you can change how large your shape is, all the way up to 75, which makes them merge. And that almost looks like a checkerboard effect, which is really quite fun. And then you can just add it to your design. I'm now going to try another one. Let's try the dots. And I'm going to make this a much smaller design. I'm going to reduce the rows to 4 by 4. I'll add that to my design as well. It'll land on top of each other. And let's try the other shapes. 8. I like having these balanced because the intensity makes them look more deliberate. And you can change the width of the stroke, as you can see, and make it very much stronger pattern. But I like the thinner one, so I'm going to go down rather than up on this one. And then we'll add that to my design. And the square. This one at 5. You don't have to have these the same, so perhaps I'll do this as 4. And drag that down. And then we'll try the last one, which is the pluses. Let's make that 3 by 6. And you can preview them to see what they look like in the preview pane above. I'll add that to my design. And that's CanGrid. There you have the 3 new CanBox apps, CanGrid, CanBorder, and CanWave. I hope you have fun using them. I think they're really useful just to add a different element to your design. And they are so easy to use and really will make a difference. These are all free. You don't need a pro account for them, which is great because a lot of the new features you do need a pro account for. But these ones were all part of Canva for free. If you have a free account, then you can just go ahead and use these. If you found this video useful, then please do subscribe below by clicking the bell symbol, and you'll be notified when I record another video. I hope that helps, and I'll see you next week.